G'day, g'day everyone. What is going on? It is your favorite producer from Down Under, Jhin, back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you guys the easy way to make beats for someone such as 21 Savage, Lil Baby, or Naito Wick. But yeah, if you are new here, would really appreciate it if you punch that subscribe button and also flick that little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. But with that being said, let's get into FL Studio and let's get into this beat. Okay, so here we are in FL Studio, and to begin with, when it comes to making beats for someone such as Lil Baby or LIL DURK, I personally like using a piano, and that's exactly what we did with this one. We are using the Neor Pure piano from Contact, with the preset being Dark. Now, the foundation of this beat is a piano, and it's playing a really simple melody right here. To begin with, we are in the key of C sharp minor at a BPM of 150, but the final beat has been pitched to D sharp minor. Now, to begin with, we have this bass note here, which is C sharp going down to A, going to F sharp, then going back up to G sharp. We are copying that and putting it up an octave, so we have that playing into frequency ranges. Next, we have this C sharp playing throughout the whole melody, just to give it a little bit of bounce. You know, it's just really nice with the whole melody. Then we have this top layer right here, where the only thing that's changing is this final note. When it comes to Lil Baby and Lil Durk beats, the melody is pretty repetitive, but I do like having these small little changes right here just to give it just that little bit of difference, so it doesn't sound like it's the exact same thing repeating over and over. Going on to the high frequency range of this piano, we are literally just working down the scale, then working our way back up. It's just giving it that nice little ear candy feel, and it accompanies the piano really well. In context, this is what the whole piano melody sounds like. You can hear all the melodies are actually bouncing off each other with this piano right here. There's not really that much cluttering happening, and it's just really nice as well. Going on to the next element, we do have the Gypsy Romantic violin coming in from Balkan Ethnic Orchestra, playing the exact same melody as the piano. The only difference is with the last two over here, we've just pitched them up an octave. If I was to pitch them down, it's the exact same thing that we have with the piano, but putting it up, it just sounded a little bit nicer, because with it actually being down the octave, it was just a little bit too muddy when the piano was playing. It's one thing I can suggest. If something sounds a little bit too muddy, try pitching it up an octave. It might actually sound better. But yeah, in context, this is what the violin sounds like. As you can hear, really simple, not really that much happening. Going on to the next part, we have a bell coming in from Expand. It is the music box, playing a really simple pattern yet again. It's just starting on C sharp and then just practically working its way down the scale and changing up at the end just to give it a little bit of variance so it's not the exact same thing repeating. In context, just sounds like so. As you can hear at the end of the bars, it is just changing up a little bit, just so it's not yet again the exact same thing repeating. It's just that little nice piece of ear candy right there. Going on to Arcade, we have a Vox coming in, which I'm pretty sure is from the Epiphanies pack right here from Distant Voices. It's just playing one note until we get to the end, where we're just playing another one, just so it's not the exact same repeating, and in context, sounds like so. Now, all together, the melodies actually sound like so. As you can hear, you know, really nice. They accompany each other really bloody well. Going on to the effects, we literally just have a reverb and an EQ on all of them until we get to the melody bus. Now, this is something I do in all of my beats. I route all of my melodies to one track, have that as the melody bus, where I have all the effects coming on to affect it as a whole. To begin with, we have an RC20 retro color with the Vinyl 3 preset. Just tweaked a little bit of these parameters until I got it sounding quite nice. Another Valhalla vintage verb, so it actually sounds like it's coming from the one room. Mix on 20%, decay on 1, and a low cut of 250. We have a sound shifter, like I said, just pitching it up to semitones, so it's on D sharp. Portal, this actually automates in the beat. It's something I do in all of my beats with the grain swells preset. And then a love filter, which is automated throughout the beat as well. Going onto the drums, we have the short clap coming in from the Tri-Freeze drum kit, just sounds like so in context. Really simple clap right there, just playing on the 3 and 7, your typical trap pattern right there. Now we do have two hi-hats. We have this short hi-hat from the Tri-Freeze drum kit, just playing a really simple pattern, and in context sounds like so. You know, not really that much happening there. Then we have another hi-hat, which is the tiny hi-hat from the Tri-Freeze kit, playing a two-step pattern, but as you can see down here at the velocities, we've changed every second one just to give it a little bit of bounce. And with this hi-hat in particular, if I was to go to it here on the mixer, we have a pan man where it's just bouncing between the left and right headphones, just so it kind of sounds a little bit different. Going on to the 808, the one thing that you guys always want to know, it's just a really simple pattern. Like I said, the final beat is actually in D sharp minor, so the 808 is in D sharp. In context, just sounds like so. Not really that complicated until we get to the end where we have a roll, just to give it a little bit of extra bounce. This is what the 808 pattern sounds like. As you can hear, not really that complicated, just following the root note. Now we do have this B over here being put up an octave, mainly due to the fact that it just rolls into this G sharp a little bit nicer when it's up an octave, because it doesn't really sound like it's that much of a jump. But going on to the next element, we have this rat kick just playing on the first downbeat of every bar, just sounds like so. Not really, you know, that much happening there. It's just to give, you know, the beginning of it just a little bit of extra punch practically. Going on to the snare, we have the VVS ring snare from the Tri-Freeze drum kit, just sounds like so. It's just to give it a little bit of extra bounce, a little bit of extra rhythm. Then we have this open hi-hat coming in. It's the Labs hi-hat from, surprise, surprise, Tri-Freeze drum kit. Last but not least, we have this open hi-hat coming in, the Essential hi-hat from the Tri-Freeze drum kit, just sounds like so. This one is reversed, so it kind of reverses itself into the clap just to give it a little bit of extra pound, little bit of extra punch. Sorry, I was trying to combine the words bounce and punch, a little bit of bunch. But yeah, going on to the effects, obviously we have my producer tag, which I have changed from the Chucky laugh to a voice tag from Jhin from League of Legends. Then we have this samurai effects come in from the Prod by HC kit, this smooth transition from the Cody Reddit drum kit, symbol from the Cody Reddit drum kit, and then last but not least at the end, we have this storm effect come in, which is in every single last one of my beats from the Prod by HC kit. I've chopped the whole beat up just to kind of give it a little bit of rhythm and just give the artist as much room as possible. Going on to the second verse here, as you can see, I've chopped it up quite a bit. If we scroll down to the automations down here, we've automated Portal. Now with Portal, we do have, like I said previously, the preset, which is grain swells. Yeah, other than that, we do have the love filter coming on for the bridge, just to kind of go from having full force to dialing it back right before the hook. But going into the outro, all we have is just the master volume automation turning down, reverb turning its way on. Yes, I do put reverb on the master, but it's literally automated for the end, just to kind of use it as a washout for the outro. And that's practically all that's in this beat. Going onto the master chain, it's just, yet again, fruity reverb automated at the end, fruity limiter, which I'm just using as a soft clipper practically, fresh air, which is a free plugin from Slate Digital. I'm just using it just to boost the high end just a little bit, give it a little bit of extra sparkle, and RVox with the compression of -3, haven't touched the gain or the gate. Then an Ozone 9 where I just tweak the parameters until I get it punching really nice and really clean. But yeah, that is how you can make a beat for someone such as Lil Baby or Lil Durk. If you are new here, would really appreciate it yet again if you punch that subscribe button and flick that little notification bell to get notified every single time I upload a video. If you want to listen to this full beat, I'll be leaving a card right above me right now where you can listen to it on the second channel. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week for another video.